Hello, dear students. How are you? I hope you are doing well. As you mentioned that you already learned the chapter 5.1 and 5.22. So basically you have the knowledge about the arithmetic progression. What is an arithmetic progression? So I am Roshan Gupta and now I am going to teach you the next topic, the sum of first and terms of an AP. How can we find the sum of first and terms of an AP? Before we going to start, we have to just quick revision. What is an arithmetic progression? Arithmetic progression, a sequence where each term increases by a constant number. Have you remembered that? Let us show example. Here is 2, 5, 8 and 11. This is the sequence. And the common difference between these two terms is 3. You check, here is also 3. Here is also 3. And how can we calculate the common difference? This is A1 term, this is A2 term, this is A3 term and this is A4. Remember that? So we can simply different taking difference between the two terms. So subtracting second from the one, right? Second from the one. So you can check, here is the 3. Similarly, you can check 8 minus 5. You already found that here's 3. So there is common difference is 3. Then we can say that a sequence is in AP. So this is called arithmetic progression where each terms increases by a constant number, right? Now, what is the general terms of an AP? A, what is A? A denoted first term of the sequence. For example, here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on, right? So this is an AP. This is an AP. This sequence is an AP. So here is the first term 1. So A denotes the first term and the common difference between is 1. You can check here 1, 1. So D denotes common difference, right? And what is the nth term? Nth term denoted An, that is A plus n minus 1 into D. This is the nth term of an AP. You already learned this all things. Now we are going to learn the main topic is we want to find the sum of first and term of AP, right? Are you understand? We have to just add all the terms. Example, if you have 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus and dot 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 up to 100. And I just ask you, what is the sum? What is the sum of this series? How can you calculate sum? If you just individually add all the terms, then it will going to be a very difficult, right? So how can you calculate it? Yes, here is the question. How can you calculate it? Are you understand? So now today is the topic, how can we find the sum of first and term of AP? Now we are going to use the Gauss trick for fast summation. What is Gauss trick? What is the Gauss trick? Once upon a time, a problem given to Gauss, right? When he was just 10-year old, he was asked to find the sum of the positive integers from 1 to 100, right? 1, this is the first 100 positive integers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus dot 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 up to 100, right? Are you understand? Then, you know what? Gauss immediately replied that the sum of all the terms is 5050. Oh my God! Everyone shocked. How can you find it very immediate? Then Gauss replied that if you just reverse that all the terms, that is 100 plus 99 plus 98 plus 97 plus 96 and so on up to 1. Now simply add this. Here is 2f, here is 100 plus 1, the first term and the first term. These two terms add here. And similarly 2 plus 99 and similarly 3 plus 98 and so on 100 plus 1. So we calculate that 2s is equals to 100, 101. Similarly 101, these two add 101 and up to 101. And you know that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and up to 100, this is 100 terms here. Here is 100 terms like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So you can write it 2s is equals to, this is what, 1, 2, 3 and dot 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 up to 100 terms. This all are up to 100 terms. So can we write it as 100 into 100? Is there any problem? 101 is written here 100 times. So can we write here 101 into 100? Right? So S is equals to 101 into 100 and divided by, here is 2 and divided by 2. So what is the result? Here is the 50 and S is equals to 5050. Are you understand? Here is the shortcut. Here is the shortcut. Now we will use the same technique to find the sum of first and term of an AP. Right? Now let's derive the formula. How we calculate using the Gauss, right? Okay. Here to find sum of the first and terms of an AP. So what is the first and term of an AP? A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D and up to what? A plus n minus 1 into D. You know that? Okay, this is the first and term of an AP. This is the general form. We can write any AP in this form, right? A plus D, here is A plus 2D, here is A plus 3D, right? Let us example 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is an AP, right? And what is the common difference? Here is 1, here is also 1. So the common difference is 1. If we add here 2, if we add in 1, 2, that is common difference 1 and 1, 2, we got 3, that is third term. So what here the conclusion? If we add 2, then find what? Third term. If we add 3, we find fourth term. If we add 4, we find fifth term. Here is the same. A plus 2, A plus 3, 2D, A plus 3D and so on. Now, let us denote the sum of this sequence is as. So, add this. A plus, here is A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D and so on. A plus n minus 1 into D. Here is 1. Now just using the Gauss trick and reverse this. So what is the series? A n plus 1 into D plus A plus n minus 2 into D and so on up to A plus D and plus A. Here is 2. Now simply we add this. We find that now I just solve the one term. Here is the A plus D. If we add A plus D and plus this term, this second term, this, right? A plus n minus 2 into D. So here is 2A, this A and this A 2A plus this D plus open the bracket and D minus 2D. So what we got here? 2A plus D minus 2D. Firstly write this one and D and we subtract D from minus D. Here is what? Minus D. So here is 2A plus, if we take D as a common, here is n minus 1 into D. Right? Are you understand the solution? If we just add, just look here. If we add 2s, right? Here is 2A plus n minus 1 into D. Similarly, add these two terms. Here is and here this two terms. So what we got? This 2A plus n minus 1 into D and so on. Right? Up to last term. What is 2A plus n minus 1 into D? Are you understand? Are you understand, students? So what is, so now S is equals to, now further you solve this, then you got it 2S is equals to n into 2A plus n minus 1 into D, right? Now if you just divide by 2 here, n 2A plus n minus 1 into D, so here is 2 and this is the formula. Here is the formula. S is equals to n by 2 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Here is the formula. You can simply add this, right? I'm not solving the entire solution. Just add this. You already check on your home. This is your homework. You just add here, right? 2a, and this is the term. And then you just solve this. You can find this term, right? You can find this term, right? You can already check what? How? This is the n term. Got it? This is the n term. And what is the first term? Here 2a plus n minus 1 into t. So what is the, according to the Gauss, total term into the first term? And here is the same term, a 2a plus n minus 1 d, 2a plus n minus 1 into d, and so on, going to up to what? N term tak, it going up to m terms. So we just simply multiply and into this we got this, and you just divide by 2. So here is the formula for sum of first and term of AP, right? Okay. Now we have the formula what S is equals to n by 2 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Can we write it like this? We can break 2a like a plus a, and here is n minus 1 into d. S is equals to n by 2, right? And here is a. And what is this term? What is this term? What is this term? This is an, that is last term. This is the formula a plus n minus 1 into d. So can we write it like a plus an? Got it? So here we have now other formula. If let's suppose an is equals to L. What is an last term? If we denote an to L, then what is the formula? N by 2 a plus L, right? So this is the another formula for finding the sum, right? If you have given the first term and last term and you know that the terms, then you directly find the sum, right? Here we have the formula what? Okay, concise, in a concise way we write there the formula Sn is equals to simply sum is equals to n by 2 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Here is the general formula. Or if we have last term, note that point, if we have last term, then we use this formula. S is equals to n by 2. Here is a plus L. Got it? Got it? Here is two formula to find the sum. Now let's move on the some examples. Now it's time to questions. So here is the derivation and here is the formula. I already proved that all. Got it? Here is the final formula. If last term is given, that what Sn is equals to n by 2 and what a plus L, right? Or what is L? L denote last term, right? And the general formula is what? Sn is equals to n by 2 2a plus n minus 1 into d, right? Okay, let's move on some examples, right? Here is the question. Find sum of first 10 term of AP. How can we find? Here is 3, 7, 11. So, what is the first term? 3. What is the second term? 7. So, what is the common difference? Here, the common difference is 7 minus 3, that is 4. So, common difference is 4, right? And the what is n? N is the 10th up to 10 term. We have to find the sum of first n term, first 10 term. So what is the value of n? 10. Now we using the simply formula. You know that Sn is equals to n by 2 and 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So here is 10 term, and what is the value of n? 10. 2, 10 divided by 2. What is the value of a? 3 plus what is the value of n? Again 10 minus 1, and the value of d is 4. So if we cut here, here is 5, 2 into 3, 6 plus here is 9, and 9 4 is 36. 9 into 4, 36. So 5 into, and the sum of 36 and 6 is 42. So what we got here? The answer is 210. So the sum of first 10 term is 210. Are you understand? Here is example 2. Same, in the similar way, here is 50. This simply formula you can use what? Sn is equals to n by 2 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So put here 15. What is the value of n? 15. 2 into what is the first term? 5 plus n is 15 minus 1. What is d? 4. Right? So 15 by 2 bracket 10 plus 15 minus 1, that is 14 into 4. Right? So 15 by 2 bracket 10 plus 14 4, 14 into 4 56, and 15 by 2, and the sum of 56 and 10 is what? 66. Here 2, if we cut from the table of 2, here is 33. So just simply multiply this. The product is 495. So what is the sum? Simply 495. Are you understand? Example 3. Okay. Here is the same example. We have to find S12. Right? Here is the first term. And what is the common difference? Common difference is 18 minus 20, that is minus 2, right? And n, what is n? N is 12, because we have to find the sum up to 12 term. So now we write the formula. What is the formula? N by 2. So what is n? 12 by 2. 2 into a. What is a? 20 plus n. What is n? 12 minus 1. And what is d? Minus 2. Here is 6. 6 into, here is 40 plus 11 and minus 2. So what is this product? Minus 22, right? So if we solve this, we got 108. So this is the sum of 12 term, that is 108. So this is the formula we can use to find the sum of an term of an AP, right? Okay, are you understand the topic? Now we are learn some more examples and exercise after and next videos. Till then, you just continue your study. Tata, bye bye, see you.